Justice for Mohbad. My people, hey. Wonders they say it shall never end oh. E no fit ever end for this justice for Mohbad. Because this justice for Mohbad is moving to another level and another dimension. There's no two ways about it. The question still remains that where is the driver that drove Mohbad SUV to the show? And why the driver never come out come talk im own side of the story to say if wetin spending dey talk na true or na lie. Put together, Primeboy said there was never a fight, and hold and behold, in this current generation wey we dey like this so, no how wey a whole celebrity like Mohbad go fight for show wey dem no go get one or two persons wey go video that fight. No how. I mean no how at all wey dem no go video that fight. Even though when Primeboy said there was never a fight, Spending say there was a fight but he no know whether na with Primeboy, whether Primeboy dey there when Mohbad hit the Prado or not. With so much contradictive comments coming from both left and right, we no can know who to believe. But in all, one person is missing. My people, make I no take much of una time, make una come, make we follow watch this one together. The driver of Mohbad SUV must have something to say. But before then, I still remember una humble Gary Kiss. Now when they bring una latest and latest ogbonge tori. If you never subscribe to this channel, wetin you gain? Abeg subscribe, click on notification bell so they go notify you anytime we drop tori like this. Let's go there, guys.
Do you think if there's a fight, there won't be any visual evidence? If CY can go as far as recording Mohbad's voice when they are making call, do you now think there won't be any video of such issue between Mohbad and Primeboy? Let's just be realistic. Let's just be realistic.
In my own honest opinion, I feel like there's a Mohbad body, the injury he sustained, and all of that, and those video evidence. And blood. Yeah, the stained clothes. There's a picture of the stained clothes. The aftermath of the events of the fight. There's a video evidence of that, and that would only be presented when the trial begins. So
and when do you even talk about it? When do you talk about it as well?
Yeah, we don't have to force people to hand over.
You're not getting it.
No, hold on. Let me land. You want the video? Hold on. Let me land. There is no video.
No, I don't want the video. I'm only asking, is there any visual evidence
of
concerning the fight? I'm not talking about the injury. I'm not talking about the blood. You see, when we're talking about injury, I don't want to go this far before. I don't want to go this far before.
Okay.
If we are talking about injury, I can sustain injury at the football pitch. Wait, get me right. Let me hold my camera and show you something, please. Let me open my camera and show you something, please. Let me open the camera. I want you to see something. I sustained an injury of recent. I'm talking about of recent on a bike. You understand? Look at it. This is my leg. Can you see the injury?
Yeah.
You can see?
Yeah.
Okay. Likewise, my hand. You can see?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I sustain an injury on the bike, and maybe where I'm coming from, there's a fight between me and one person, and I got home. Something happened to me inside my house. People were aware that I sustained injury from the bike. Many people don't know. But there was a fight in the house between me, maybe my siblings or my wife or anybody. at the end of the day, it results to me losing my life. I am not there anymore to explain to the public what really happens to me. Do you understand? It's only the people that are around that will tell you this is what happened, this is how it is, this is how it is. If there's nothing of such, do you believe that many things can be manipulated concerning the same injury I sustained? Some people might say, I sustained the injury in the course of that fight. I sustained the injury while I'm still fighting somebody else outside. Or I sustained the injury while I have a fall on a bike. I don't know, maybe you get what I'm saying.
I understand what you're trying to say. But
now, what I'm trying to bring out there is this. The source of that injury. Fine, there's an injury being established. A picture or a video of a hand swelling, injury in the healing process. I keep saying it.
On that night, there was a picture on the night, the day after.
No. We don't need to conclude when the picture was taken. The picture was not taken at the show, neither inside the car. The picture of the hand that you and I saw, maybe you saw another one, different from the one I'm talking about. The same video that I believe you're talking about was the hand where Mohbad was lying down. If truly that hand is Mo, where he was lying down, not at the show, it should be in his house. You understand? So we don't know, maybe the injury was truly sustained at the show or not, but they established the fact that there's an injury accepted because we saw the video of that hand and the picture of that hand. We don't know where it is sustained. That is where I'm going. How sure are we that the injury is truly sustained from the fight? Remember, they are talking about a broken glass.
You're narrating too much. I might not be able
Arifa, let me speak to your consciousness. You're narrating too much. Let me let me speak to your consciousness now. You know, with what you have just explained, Arifa, when you go to the court, the judge will tell you that according to the facts before me,
exactly,
the judge deal with the facts. You understand? Either it happens sometimes or it's happened anytime. So far, the fact is being presented. The case will go, the judge will go along with the fact presented. Not about so person think, I think, maybe it happens all the time. If there is fact that this thing is what killed this guy, and there is no objection to that fact, the judge will judge according to the fact.
Okay, yeah. I would like to give my own submission. One thing you will have to realize is that... Hold on. Arifa, you said something.
That's not true.
Okay.
There's an objection to that fact. In as much, Prime still remains the same in his position that there's nothing like physical fight. There's no injury sustained at the show. This is the person in question. Westo fought with Arifa. Arifa sustained that injury in his leg. Westo keeps saying there is no fight between me and Arifa. He is the person in question. You understand? So, please, I just want us to get this straight. There's an objection here. And this is the reason why the PR or what is it called? IPO is being invited time without number yet to appear. If truly there is a fight, I'm still pushing it to you and Dabs. If truly there is a fight, you can't say for a year now there won't be any visual evidence of that fight.
That is the evidence that's the evidence that will be presented in trial. Because you've not seen a video or because you've not been able to get a possession of something doesn't mean that thing do not exist.
All right.
And there's
until when the trial begins and there's a need to provide a visual evidence or a visual recording, we have to hold on. We don't have to say there is not. As of now, we've not seen. That's the right word to say. But do not conclude that there are no evidence. Let's wait for the trial and then...
As of now, that there is no visual evidence
provided online
of anything issue between Prime and Mo. You understand? And there's a picture evidence of an injury, and there are two people who has come out point blank to talk about blood in that house, not at the show, not in the car, in that house. And this same set of people are connected to this case. as saying it's just a minor injury. Minor injury. Minor injury.
Injury, yeah.
You understand? And the police came out to tell us it is a severe injury.
No. Police never said it was a severe. They said it was a severe pain. Any injury can cause a severe pain.
Yes.
So we have to make. Police said he suffered a severe pain, not a severe injury. That's what we have.
They said he bled profusely.
He
bled profusely and suffered severe pain. They never said severe.
God bless you, man. God bless you, man.
Okay. Daman.
Yeah.
Can you please differentiate between that, the bleeding profusely, and the aspect of minor?
Now you see, when you say
what can you deduce between them?
When you say a minor injury, a minor injury can cause profuse bleeding. It depends on the aspect that injury is. I am a nurse, so I will be able to explain it to you. If there is a minor injury on any vein or any artery
on the blood vessels, you will bleed profusely.
That will be profuse bleeding. The injury may be minor, but the vessel will bleed profusely. So either it's minor or it's not minor. It could bleed profusely.
Profusely, yeah.
Yeah.
And now we do not. Hold on, Arifa, hold on.
Let me now tight the man according to the police statements.
Yes. No. You cannot. The only thing that would wait now. Let me hard. No, I don't agree.
I like the way the man comes into the issue. Let me tight him according to the police statement and him claiming to be a nurse according to his profession. Is it profession? According to his profession.
Profession.
Yes. Let me put it to him this way. The police said he bleeds profusely from the show from Ikorodu to Lekki.
Yes.
And they all attest to the hours, which is 2 hours from Ikorodu to Lekki, according to all of them.
Yes.
Now, the police said he bleeds continuously the following day.
No. They never said it. They said they bleed continue. They never said
no. Calm down. They said so. You understand?
I'm listening.
If at all, let me start from that 2 hours. Sir, profuse bleeding means the blood is flowing in the eye. How am I to put it? In a very gushing. Thank you. The blood is gushing out. Now, is it possible for human being, you being a medical personnel, is it possible for human being to bleed in that manner for good 2 hours and still remain firm?
It depends on the artery or the vessel that is involved. If somebody stabbed you in the heart, within minutes you will die, because the heart will be pumping the blood out. It will be gushing.
If someone stab you in the neck, also. If
they stab you in the neck, that is the jugular vein, it will be gushing.
But
if they stab you in a vein that is carrying blood back to the heart, the bleeding will be continuous, but it will not be gushing. Profusely here means continuous bleeding. Even a slight cut may be bleeding continuously. It depends on how heavy the flow is. So when they say it bleed profusely, that is, it was a continuous bleeding, non-stop bleeding, but it depends on the amount of blood going out at a time that will determine.
I would like to add.
Diman, thank you. Diman, thank you.
Twist the situation.
No.
That's the better explanation you can see.
In a way that suits your explanation. Wait now, Abati. No, don't come in, Abati. Please don't come in. Don't come in, Abati. Don't come in.
Arifa, wait.
You're trying. The man is trying to put it in a way that will suit his explanation. You understand? The way that will back up whatever is trying to say. This is a very simple question. I've been to General Hospital because of this issue, and I was even opportune to meet the man that head the general hospital, the doctor. You understand? I put it to him, sir, medically, let's leave Mohbad case out of it. Medically, let's be frank. If someone is bleeding profusely, is it possible for somebody to bleed for good 2 hours? And the man said the person will faint. The person will faint. So the first thing to do if the blood is gushing out is to arrest the blood. When they arrest the blood, they will now look for a way to rescue the person. But you are trying to tell me it depends on the injury. You just said when they talk about profusely, it means the blood is gushing out, regardless of where you sustain the injury.
I did say that.
Dima, Arifa, wait, Arifa.
Abati, no,
wait, now me
please.
Abati, don't come in. Abati, please don't come in. Abati,
no, I'm
don't
not
come
coming in. I just want to ask you a question. I'm not coming in. I want you to answer.
Don't ask me any question yet. Wait, don't ask yet.
But we don't want you to
ask
tell.
yet.
Intelligent men are talking now. The man,
the man.
We don't want you to talk.
The man. I ask you, sir. I said, what can you say concerning previously and minor? You said previously means gushing.
Continue.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Continue.
Which means
Arifa, you know what?
You cannot calculate the amount of blood.
Arifa, you know what?
You cannot calculate the amount of blood.
Try and look for the dictionary meaning of profusely and gushing. When you see that dictionary meaning, because you know what happens when you go to the court. When you go to the court, and we get to this point, they will have to call an expert.
No, it's not even that. Demand. You know,
demand.
Like, okay, Mohbad break the glass. Where in the part of your hand is going to affect?
Ideally, I expected it to affect the fist.
And the fist and the wrist, isn't it?
Yes, if it is a punch.
Good.
But I think...
Hold on. Thank you. So if you affect the fist...
Try to put it to him. Try to put it to him. Let him understand.
Let him
understand that.
Let me... Hold on.
There must be bruises also. There must be bruises also.
Arifa, if you affect the fist and the wrist, you know, in the wrist, there's a pulse there, isn't it? We can find pulse. Exactly. Yeah. So that can affect as well, isn't it? Is that what you are talking about? Thank you.
Like, let me explain that.
At the same time, that man, so that you explain together. So that you explain together. So they know that the Kelly explain it back on you.
Okay.
You know, if a punch went into a glass and the hand goes into it, don't you think there must be bruises around the arms here?
You don't explain it in that form. Let me come in. If you punch that glass, when you punch a glass, and the glass breaks, you will not have a laceration. You don't understand. When that thing comes in, you will see the signs that the glass is shattered, and there will be different wounds everywhere. Different laceration and all that. It will not be just that straight line. That straight line is only when you use a glass to scratch somebody. But when you punch a glass, a lot of laceration will be on that hand.
You might even have a fracture, likely fracture.
Yes, you might have fracture, but that laceration will be visible, which was not in that picture they showed us. Those are the areas the lawyers need to defend in court. It cash. The driver is driving for a company. Why was the money not transferred so that we can see an evidence that money was paid?
Thank you, sir.
That is a very important point. Because the funny thing should happen is working for a company. You're supposed to transfer that money so we can see an evidence that money was paid through social bank. Why was the money collected? Why should somebody go out of the house to collect money from POS to pay cash?
And that kind of Prado need to go take. They need to take it to the.
So all those things you need to tell the lawyers. what they need to say. If they don't know what to say in court, we may lose this case.
I want to say something. Thank you, everyone. It's been an let me say,
it's probably supposed to take to the dealer, not
This
to
is-
drop anyway.
This
Where's
is
the-
it.
They're mute now.
Let me see.
I don't know the song.
mo fẹ́ kó fi kún ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ jọ mo fẹ́ kó fi kún ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. If Darosha, that is not mobile, can decide to go back home as at 2 a.m. when they go to Lekki, why will the driver that can drive decide to stay back at Mohbad's house and go back in the morning?
Well, let me just say something. The reason why we took a long time discussing about glass, as if that is working Mohbad. But since we have decided to talk about it, I have one thing to say. I will start from.
Sorry, everyone. Please, sorry, Mommy Yeti. I want to pick my daughter in school. Can you hold the place for me? Just tell me.
Okay. I can't bring anybody.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
Since we have decided to discuss about the broken glass, I will say my part. But I will start from where the man stopped by saying, why POS? Why not this? Why not that? I investigated that part, but the response I got, even when I'm yet to accept it, is that the driver said he doesn't want it to be known to the office that is going to be sanctioned, it's going to be dry, it's going to be queried, that he needs to fix it before he get back to the office, that even the company was calling already to say, why the delay? Come on time, be coming and dress. And the driver was like, he's coming, he's just trying to fix something, until he started, avoiding them knowing that
That driver will go to jail. He will go to jail.
Hold on, no, that is what I had. And the fact that I had that doesn't mean I believe it, or I want to believe it, or I want to accept it. But I need to say this so that we can all, think from that direction if it is right or not.